Does that work? Oh, wow. I love that. Okay. So we're trying to do famous figures. This PowerPoint is called What Does He Say? And it is an attempt to give thanks for the people in my life who I think have really just created some inspirational quotations and taught me a lot about how to be a leader. So the first person is Abraham Lincoln, and he has a really fantastic quote called that goes, "No man has a good enough memory to be a successful liar." And I think that's really interesting because it's like, some lies can be the truth. There's also this quote from Steve Harvey, which says, "Your reality is yours. Stop wasting time looking at someone else's reality while doing nothing about yours." Much to think about. Orville Redenbacher. What if popcorn was easy to make? Popcorn shouldn't be work. It's Orville. This guy from Unwrapped. You ever wonder how they craft a sweet bite of milk duds? Because I'm fucking stumped. So anyway, after I finished up at NBC, I met Seth Meyers. Yeah, I call him Seth. To get to know him. Excuse me, miss. I don't know if I'm allowed to say this anymore, but you're looking very beautiful tonight. Ha! Normal. Boo. Excuse me, miss. I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but you're looking very beautiful tonight. Hey, what's up, Dan? No, not much. How are you? Yeah, as good as you can be, right? Yeah. Anyway, I was calling you to let you know that the company's making some cuts, and unfortunately, your position is being eliminated. Welcome to the labyrinth. Know this. It is your right to expect that a man will pay for your dinner, your movie ticket, your club entry fee, or whatever else he has to pay for in exchange for your time. You all have to stop this foolishness with the "I pay for my dinner so he knows I don't need him" approach. As I point out in the next chapter, the 3 things every man needs: support, loyalty, and the cookie. A man, a real one anyway, wants to feel needed. Steve Harvey. Hey, babe. Stop going on Reddit. Would you love me if I were a worm? Oi, mister, you got any crack cocaine? Thank you. I'm the Earth's clitoris. Babe. I would never hurt you. A man fishes for 2 reasons. He's either sport fishing or fishing to eat, which means he's either going to try to catch the biggest fish he can, take a picture of it, admire it with his buddies, and toss it back to sea, or he's going to take that fish on home, scale it, fillet it, toss it in some cornmeal, fry it up, and put it on his plate. This, I think, is a great analogy for how men seek out women. Tonight, give you everything tonight. Give you everything tonight. For all we know, we might not get tomorrow. Excuse me, miss. I don't know if I'm allowed to say this anymore, but you're looking very beautiful tonight. We should all be a little kinder to Fortune 500 companies. Hey, well, it's me, your girlfriend. I really did turn into a worm. So, are you going to love me forever like you said you would on Twitter? Now, can we be together, or are you going to use that super weird hook and fishing line you're holding? I'm just a living witness that you can be in a bout with four, still be in the at to not make, for it does that. Don't you think you got to be perfect? Because I ain't. I don't mean to interrupt the tea party, folks, and I'm not fully aware of all your political views, but I think we should give Joe Biden a chance. That's the end of presentation one. I dearly hope that you all were able to hear me for at least some of that. And now I'm going to share my screen for a second presentation, which is something I'm really thankful for this season and over the summer, was that I was able to be educated by, the community online. And I learned a lot about how to create mutual aid, how to better serve my local community and the worldwide community, especially in the United States. I learned a lot about the best places to put my money and how to, and in all seriousness, like how to properly crowdfund and donate to people who really need it and where those things are. I also learned a lot about how to get educated online. So much that I was able to create some of my own infographics. So I would like to share some of the things that I made this summer with all of you, and hopefully we'll all really get to learn a lesson. Oof. So here's my little portfolio of infographics. So if you want to check out some more of my work and educate yourself, just stop on by to that Instagram account that you see on the lower right-hand corner. So the first infographic I made was called How to Over Apologize. Step one, open with an ominous and nerve-wracking line. It could be text, email, wherever you want to start it. Just make sure it's ominous and nerve-wracking. For example, I want to talk about last night. Step two, start immediately and profusely listing apologies. Some of the recipient may not even know that they deserve. I'm so sorry about calling you a sweaty sausage last night. Even more sorry than considering you are a broken person, secretly wishing I was you, and ordering you food you're allergic to just for a ride in the ambulance. Step three, get a lot of so's in there to aid in your sincerity. I am so sorry. Yes, the anaphylactic shock was me. I am so sorry. Step four, talk about why that person is infinitely better than you, and you're but a lowly banana slug. I'm so lucky a lowly banana slug like me was found on its perch by a golden hen like you. On the tiers of animals, you're at least 5 above me. On the tiers of people, well, that's just a whole nother ballgame. Step 5, employ baby talk. I'm just so sorry. Truly, I could never hurt you again. Step 6, ask them about their interest in real estate and offer them a few deals in developing neighborhoods. Are you interested in moving into a larger apartment? I have a few deals you might like in Detroit, Phoenix, and Tucson. Step 7, reach out about an event they were going to attend with you and never did. Blame this on their sick or elderly family members. This is Gammy's fault. Step 8, start a fire in their email. Make it look like an accident. Step 9, now head to their Pinterest account. Ensure that you weren't followed. You'll be able to take it from there. I also made one that was a self-esteem workshop. So this is something that, it just kind of, it really is a labor of love to kind of get your self-esteem where you want it to be. And it takes a long time. So I just made this short workshop that hopefully will, if you ever have a time where you feel like that's going poorly for you or your self-esteem is low, you can pick yourself up out of it. Step 1, soap. Step 2, soap. Step 3, soap. Step 4, soap. Step 5, soap. Step 6, soap. And that's it. So 6 easy steps. If you have any questions, just make sure to email soap. This was one of my more impassioned infographics that I made, which was I'm making a Bon Appetit recipe that takes 5 hours. And here's how you can help. Send me emotional support emails. Perseverance and positive reinforcement go hand in hand. My email is catsbroadway@yahoo.com. Ask me, is it simmering yet? Waiting for it to simmer is just the worst part of cooking. And as they say, a watched pot never boils. Little do they know I am medically incapable of taking my eyes off the pot. A simple, is it simmering yet, helps me shift my focus away from the pot. Do not ask me how many hours it's been since I started. I don't know the answer to that question, and asking it forcefully ejects other important information I need from the recipe from my brain. Again, my email is catsbroadway@yahoo.com. If you're part of the Cats Broadway team, know that no amount of money is worth the Cats Yahoo email that I possess. I will not sell it to you. If you email me at this address, you are already admitting that I have won. If you receive a box of spaghetti in the mail that is not this recipe, it is unrelated. If you receive the spaghetti, send me an email at cars2disneypixar@yahoo.com. This one, I think was just like more personal. It's kind of like a blog infographic, and that's why I am switching to an all pasta diet. I love attention. Great. And that's the end of that PowerPoint. The next one that I wanted to go over, let me just take a look at that Chrome tab, is, well, actually, I have a feeling that my giving thanks PowerPoint wasn't properly displayed. So I'm just going to go over that PowerPoint again because it's likely many of you didn't hear me. And the theme, after all, of today is giving thanks. So I'm going to share that. This is not the one. Okay, giving thanks, Thanksgiving. You know, this isn't really a year where we can all come together and share Thanksgiving with our family, but I was just reflecting recently on some of the fun traditions about Thanksgiving. And I don't know if you guys have this happen to you during Thanksgiving, or if it's something your family or friends do. But in my family, we like to go around the table and give thanks for something specific, like say what we're thankful for throughout the year. So, you know, you can kind of predict every year, if you've done enough Thanksgivings with your family, like the kind of theme that everybody likes to cover. But my uncle kind of always gives something similar. He always says something like, my health. So it's interesting because I feel like this year we're just all that uncle, just going around and saying like we're thankful for at least our health. So I just wanted to do a little presentation where we talk about what we're really thankful for, or I'll give you some things that I'm thankful for this year. What am I thankful for? There's a lot to be thankful for, is what I'm saying. So now we get on to this is a PowerPoint that I wanted to make for a little while. That I was just, when I was getting things together for what I was about to present today, I realized that I have this huge wealth of information. That's, oh boy, that's interesting. I have this huge wealth of information that I haven't really found a way to put together for everyone here. So I decided to turn that wealth of information into a PowerPoint to show you guys that not everything in the artistic world is completely polished. Not everything feels like a product that's ready to share, but in the spirit of gratitude for the projects that I started and the moments that I got to share just with myself, I put together this PowerPoint to show you some things that I haven't finished. PowerPoints. I made this slide a long time ago. I don't remember if it was for school, where I'm a STEM student, or for art. Um, I feel like the social structure aspect of it and like the formality of this PowerPoint feels like it would be something for school, but baboons are nuts, man. It's just impossible to tell. This was something that I had in my Google Drive. I'm also not sure what this PowerPoint was for, but clearly I had this Andy Warhol phase 2 years ago, and I think I wanted to make this to show and talk to a friend about why Andy Warhol was shot. This is a PowerPoint opening slide that I made that I think I printed. I don't remember what it is, but I hope one day to turn this concept into a full PowerPoint later when I develop some more of my ideas. Jokes. These are some jokes that I've collected from my notes app over the past couple of weeks, and they're unfinished, and I don't know where they were going, but I just wanted to share them with you all. What do you do if your dead friend owes you money? You know, like in an informal way. You know, if they owed you money and no one has the evidence that they owed you money and it was something like $25, but you could really use the $25. What do you do? Squirrels are God's socks. The Phantom of Ejacula. This is my ultra unfinished joke that I tried to submit to student theater a long time ago, and they like radically, with prejudice and unanimously dismissed it from ever getting made. But one day I will complete this idea. The Phantom of Ejacula. Basically, it's a short play that parodies the Phantom of the Opera titular song that compares it line by line to what it's like to come on somebody's stomach or to have come on your stomach. So you know, it's like you get offered in, you're chilling, you're having a good normal time. Things seem to be going pretty well. And then all of a sudden, he's just looking at you like this. And you're like, are you going to do anything about that? I don't know. That's a very, and I feel like this dynamic of the Phantom and Christine really displays that properly. This fourth image is like seared into my brain. Informative infographics. I have a couple that I just haven't gotten around to finishing yet, and I'm very thankful for them. One, a list of essential facts about being a white woman. Apparently there aren't very many because I did not finish this. Set a goal that makes you want to jump out of the bed in the morning. Take a shit that makes your body reset. How to fight information fatigue. I couldn't figure out how to get this formatted correctly, no matter how many times I tried to adjust the spacing. Step 1, refuse to learn. Information is exhausting. You have the power to just melt away like a popsicle left on a patio. 2, establish all information as tiring. Information is entertainment, huh? Hun, if I'm not entertained, what am I really doing here? 3, belittle others. An overwhelming amount of unverified information is the work, sweetie, and I am not doing it. Awaiting the Con Ed man like I'm Rapunzel in a tower. There's something to this. I don't know what it is. The Virgin Park versus the Chad Stand. I could not bring myself to complete this meme, but parking is worse than standing. If you have the opportunity to stand and just get into an illegal parking spot and leave your gas running, you should. It's easier and you don't have to park. Other things. My trash schedule. My roommates and I made this trash schedule and we never finished it. All my cardio sessions since 2019. You get on the floor and then you just stay there. I feel like since 2019, I have not been able to rise from the floor part of my cardio sessions. So if anybody has any tips on how to rise from the floor once you get there when you're doing, Pilates or cardio in your area, let me know in the comments. Thank you. Most of my assignments. I have not been able to finish most of my assignments this semester, and that's not an ask for help or any kind of plea for anything. That's just the reality. And I'm grateful that I was able to start them. Cool. I can stop sharing this now. So I also have a couple videos that I wanted to show you guys of just some things I made in the past, Too Fast and Furiouses, because I think that they're interesting, and I will show them to you. The interesting thing about the pandemic is I think that it has been evidence that we have not been able to slow down as a society. Anytime there's hardship, I feel like people always interpret that as an opportunity. And that's a really unfortunate. Well, it's not unfortunate to view hardship as an opportunity, but I feel like we have no choice to view it as anything else. Like it's always like either an economic opportunity or I don't know. That's an unfinished thought right there. And on the subject of gratitude, I'm grateful that I have this opportunity to just say a bunch of unfinished shit on Facebook and YouTube Live. Okay, here are some videos that I would like to show you, some media, if you will. Wait a second. There.
Hello everyone, it's me, Alan Dershowitz, back at you with another makeup tutorial and tea spelling session. It's nice to be here. So, here's the tea. So first we're going to start with a Morphe concealer in Old Man. Yeah. So you're just going to want to liberally apply this all over your eyes and just blend it out. Make sure to get it in your pores. Okay. So my man Jeffrey Epstein, a pedophile who died in mysterious circumstances awaiting trial for his sex trafficking ring of minors, who I barely knew and at one point defended in court, and it wasn't big dealsies at all, had a girlfriend. I met Ghislaine when I was hanging out with my besties, Sir Evelyn and Lady Linda Rothschild, Bill and Hillary Clinton, Nobel Prize-winning scientists, presidents of universities, and prominent academic business people. All of a sudden, they brought over this girl who was connected to the now late pedophile sex owner, Jeffrey Epstein, who also was very close with Sir Evelyn and Lady Linda Rothschild, Bill and Hillary Clinton, Nobel-winning scientists, president of universities, and prominent academic business. We are going to do an eye shimmer coat in jaundice color. And that was all fine. But now the people want to say that she's guilty of knowing about the crimes that her pedophile sex ring boyfriend with hundreds of victims willing to testify in court committed. And worse, helping him. I mean, if I was constantly with my pedophile sex ring boyfriend and having hundreds of pictures with him and his alleged victims, I probably would have just talked to him about other stuff, like how he does his hair or what he does with all his money that he stole from the Wall Street Ponzi scheme he worked for. We have no idea whether or not she asked him if he had a sex island, even though she has been to it and was living here with him for many years. This is Tarte Blush in Rosacea. So now she stands accused of serious crime allegedly committed a quarter of a century ago, 25 entire years. She stands accused of crimes she may have committed less than 3% of a century ago. It's like those girls are what, 30 now? Everyone in America remembers being 30. Those, fun-loving days of getting your master's degree and making backdoor deals with famous, well-connected people. So those girls are all probably getting their master's degrees at this point. Some of them are probably just finishing their undergraduate work, but that's besides the point. So it's like, who even cares? Now, just add those wrinkle lines. You can be generous with your lines. Really make sure to emphasize those crow's feet. And by the way, Netflix's documentary completely got the facts wrong. More specifically, the facts about me. I never had sex with a girl on Jeffrey Epstein's island. I tried. It just did not work out. So, therefore, think about Ghislaine. A woman who a man who spoke out against the corruption of the Me Too movement and against the dubious morality of the impeachment of Trump? Obviously no. Through parties and also through defending her socialite, wealthy, extremely well-connected pedophile boyfriend in court before he died under suspicious circumstances. Did she do it? So finally, we're going to do the lip. This is Jordana Modern Matte in Blood. Let me provide you with more facts. Women often lie. Al Gore has no idea who Jeffrey Epstein even is. And I am impossible to have sex with. And so, I rest my case. The Ghislaine I know would never do this. And if she's proven to have done it, then I don't know her at all.
Realizing that I was muted. Yeah, Alan Dershowitz is a crazy person. That is what I made that video about. He made that just like deranged article after the Netflix documentary came out. And I think you should check it out. It's called The Ghislaine I Know. And it's what that's based on. I made it for a Fast and Furious. I think in probably April or May, whenever the article came out. It came out like a few days before the Fast and Furious date. And so the last video I'm going to show you I made for Fast and Furious in July. And it's about talking to my GPS before the election and election anxiety. Before I show that video, I'd like to thank everyone here for watching. Appreciate you dealing with my PowerPoints. And if you ever need more PowerPoint artwork or esoteric PowerPoint comedy, you now know your destination. There's also a show at the Tank called For Your Information, which has similar fares and wares of the type. And yeah, so head on over to Fast and Furious or For Your Information if you want some more of that. And thanks for watching. This is a video I made, and I'm happy to share it with you. Oh boy.
Turn right in 300 feet. Turn right. Bear right on 71st Avenue, Continental. I said right. Rerouting. Turn right in 300 feet. That wasn't 300 feet. Rerouting. Rerouting. Turn left on Austin Street. Keep center for 500 feet, then turn right on Booth Street. Turn right on Booth Street. Are you listening to me? Rerouting. Keep right at the fork.
I know.
Would you like to pause me?
No. It's like, I don't know my way around here anyway.
This is your neighborhood.
But these people, I don't know these people. I know it here, but, I know it's my neighborhood. I like having you around.
You don't really need me. Turn left at 67th Road.
You're probably right. Just in case, though, I'm just afraid. Like I don't actually know where I'm going. Everything is so dangerous. Everything.
Rerouting.
No, I actually think nobody feels safe. Like actually nobody. Like the left doesn't feel safe. Like the right doesn't feel safe. My rich friend said she's scared of the guillotines. I think the only people who feel safe are people who built bunkers in the 60s.
We just have to get to the election.
And then what? What then?
Turn left on Queens Boulevard.
But what happens after that?
You will arrive at your destination.
But what if it's, not my destination?
You will arrive at your destination.
I guess you're right.
You have arrived.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is our CyberTank show this week. We're going to be doing this again at 4 p.m. next week, so please tune in for that. And thank you for watching. Yeah, I'm a featured artist at the Tank, so if you're on our newsletter, you'll see it. My name's Emma Gometz, and my Venmo is Emma-Gometz. Much love, everybody, and have an awesome afternoon.